Salute, salute, salute. The streets are buzzing. How's everybody doing? The New York Knicks go 2-0 in this NBA preseason for 2022-2023. A blowout, 131-114 at the Garden. Obi Toppin's night. Took the game ball, the highlight reels. We're going to talk about it. Salute Knicks Nation. Salute chat. Let's get into it. Ready to get into it. Kaiser, what's good, fam? OB haters on life support. Someone do a wellness check on Sherwin. Oh, man. In the words of Ron Cleveland, my guy, salute. A Kaiser hit with that one. And shout out to Jay Boogie with the OB banger. You already know. Yep. Shout out Knicks Nation. Appreciate you, Kaiser. Big task. Let's get it. OB toppin' poppin'. The streets buzzing. You already know what it is. Man, what a game. What was more impressive? Everyone out here, Knicks Nation. Was it the shooting? Was it the dunks? I mean, you brought it. Brought the energy. 2-0. Prometheus, right? Yep. Just like we thought the Knicks would start out pretty hot. You know, it was a pretty kind, preseason. Let's not get it twisted. Detroit, Indiana again. In Indy, the next game we know, and then finishing it off with Washington. But the Knicks, I like how the bench again, picked them up. The Knicks started pretty slow, got into a little bit of a funk, but the bench again, led by Obi Toppin, led by Quickly and co, picked up the energy as well. Feel good win out here, brothers and sisters, kings and queens. That's a tap. Yep, Showtime Obi. Absolutely 24 points, 3 rebounds, 2 blocks, 10 of 14 from the field. You don't get no more efficient than that. 4 of 7 from 3-point land, and in just 20 minutes. I mean, that's crazy talk right there. Some of the best dunks I've ever seen in game. I mean, we witnessed it tonight at the Garden, right? Salute to everyone out there in the building. Sharp hours, salute. What are your thoughts tonight? Chat, like Kaiser said, Obi haters. I mean, it's going to be a nice conversation tonight and leading ahead into this season. We know Obi finished last season really well. He finished hot, and most of us believers, knew he would come into this season, you know, as a better player. He's improving each and every year, but this season's going to be huge for Obi with that situation, and the conversation about finding him minutes is going to continue. Big task, I know. It's just a preseason game, but Spider who? Oh man, I love that. Yep. Let's get it, sharp powers. Obi. The Garden was chanting tonight. Well, but it's not just about Obi. This show, we're going to chop up the whole game. We'll be talking about what we liked, what we want to see us, clean up as well. The scoreboard looked pretty comfortable, and the game obviously finished really comfortable. But there were some moments, where the Knicks did stall. The offense, got a little bit stuck as well. But it happens. It happens, and the bench. That's where they come in. They helped us pick it up. Cash out coming through. Salute, and yep, facts. Obi as well. And he heard the buzz, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, like you see there, I tweeted it out. Follow me on Twitter, Knicks Buzz. Obi heard the Halliburton buzz. Right, he heard it. Right, 8th overall selection. We already know what it is. 3 years ago, a lot of talk about Tyrese Halliburton and his career to date, and of course, Obi Toppin been stuck behind Julius Randle, not getting the minutes, that he should be getting if he was on another team, a worse team, rebuilding team, or any other team. Well, Julius Randle became that all-star, but yeah, Obi's got so much potential. Well, a skill set. The shooting was always there to me. He just had to, get into that rhythm, and become more confident in his shot. Gerard, salute. Let's get it. Yeah, it was all about confidence in terms of the shot because Obi got confidence. He can impact the game, in so many ways. Um, yeah, it just speaks to his mindset too. He's kept ready. He's kept positive all the time. He's a great teammate. All of those things, right? Johnny Davis in the house. Let's get it. Somewhere Obi, the top and salute. CT at times when the offense got stuck, we got to the line, right? And we made those free throws. Yep, you're on point, Johnny. Facts. The Knicks shot really well from the line tonight. Yep, 24 points on 10 of 14. Yep, you spelled it out. Well, Randall with the 15 points of 4 or 11 in 22 minutes. Right. Absolutely, man. Uh, numbers tell the story, and the emoji tells that story. Cash out. Divine Renix, real talk in the house. Let's get it. Salute, salute, salute. Where the haters at with Obi Toppin? They're nowhere to be seen with this situation, right? Tom Thibodeau got a real headache on his hand. The front office got a real headache on their hands, and it's kind of a good and bad headache. We got this thing in Obi. We got something. We got something with Obi, and we need to see him play 30 minutes a night. I'm full steam ahead with that situation right now. I'm not just trying to overreact over one game because I've been a believer, as many Nick fans have been. It's about his age, his potential, the way he impacts the game. The shootings coming along, the excitement, the dunks, his box office as well. And I've heard many fans, talk about, Zion Williamson and the fact that, all those fans that want Zion and the box office that he brings. But this fan made a point about, well, let's look within. We got Obi Toppin. He's box office. He's box office. He's been healthy. He's got potential. He's a better shooter than Zion Williamson, as well at this stage of his career as well. Let's give him a chance. Let's give him a chance. New York Knicks Nation, one of our own. Right. Gerard says all the talk will be about Obi, but tonight we won because we shot 96% from the line and we didn't turn the ball over with 9 turnovers. Yeah, facts. Right. We took care of the ball and we'll salute all our heroes from Jalen Brunson to Mitchell Robinson as well, to Star J Barrett as well, and some other nice contributors off the bench. Jericho Sims gave us really good energy. Yeah, Hartenstein didn't have it going tonight offensively, that's for sure. But he brought the energy. He brought the energy still. But Emmanuel Quickly, really nice game. Spark plug off the bench in 19 minutes, 17 points for Quick. Um, Again, beautiful minutes distribution. Fam, Knicks Nation. The minutes distribution was perfect. Again, it helps with the blowout, of course, no doubt, no doubts. But we just want to see these kind of wins in preseason because everyone gets to feel good. Everyone touches the rock, everyone gets their reps in, and learns some more chemistry. And I was never expecting the Knicks to come out look like world beaters or the complete product early this preseason. It was just about getting in unscathed, stay healthy, build chemistry as well, and pick up dubs as well. And that's what the Knicks have done so far. Salute to the depth, like Gerard also says. Yep, facts, right? That is the strength. That is the identity. It looks like nothing like the big three back. Yep, facts, right? Mitchell Robinson as well. Got to highlight Mitch's free throw shooting as well. 2 of 2, 100% from the line as well. Look at Jalen Brunson's free throw shooting that you see there, fam. Incredible. 76% from the line, like the chat reads out. Yep, on point with this thing. Mitch hitting his free throws, right? Facts, cash out. Beautiful thing to see. The motion actually looks a lot more fluid. It ain't herky jerky. Uh, yeah, a smooth finger roll of the wrists as well. A beautiful, beautiful form. What a game! Started out slow. Yep, they were challenged. Indies a gritty side. They get into it. Got some young cats. Cam got his opportunities as well. Had a nice few highlight plays, but a good test for these Knicks. But obviously, Indiana still well coached, no doubt about it. The Knicks, persisted as well. They're going to be challenged throughout the year, and that was the most impressive part of this win for me. The fact that the bench kept them in it, they just stuck with it, and Obi came in and bust the game wide open with his man Quick and the chemistry. And I got to shout out RJ Barrett for his hot start again. Great shooting from Star J Barrett. Beautiful form again. He looks like he's going to come in a much, much better shooter with this situation. And I couldn't be more happy for Star J because the floor is just going to open up. Gerard says, Mitch, all NBA D. If we're winning, if we're winning, he might win Defensive Player of the Year potential, right? That was one of my bold predictions, Gerard. With Mitch, if he can be in that conversation for all NBA D, man, look out. You're critical to this team. But I also love the fact that Mitch don't need to play as many minutes. We don't rely on Mitch in terms of playing those minutes as much as we really need because Isaiah and Sims as well was great, right? Divine, that D is lit. Can't wait till Q Grimes gets back overall. D looks good, right? Facts. Divine, always on point there, man. Uh, Great, just feel good win, fam. Um, Nothing like our young players showing out. You know, Brunson really solid performance. Again, but wasn't as efficient offensively. Um, but you still see on nights like this just how much of an impact Brunson can have, right? Even if he ain't got it going, scoring wise, 9 of 9 from the free throw line as well, still in the plus. Gave us 17 points, still in limited minutes as well. So the big 15 coming back, right? These upgrades, Hartenstein and Brunson, they both didn't have great games, but they still helped us win with this thing. So yes, salute to them. Salute to the whole squad up in here. Yep. Salute to the mod squad. Yep. Still Dre. Salute Knicks gang. Knicks separate themselves from bottom Eastern teams early. Yep. I was thinking the same thing, fam. The talk is Indy is going to be around the bottom, and I was thinking tonight, how would we look against them? Do we blow them out? Do we make it a dogfight? All of that. We weathered the storm and we blew them out, fam. Right? The talent differential is there to see. Right? Togetherness, chemistry, good rotation play. Completely agree, Shah. Yep. Yeah, chemistry. These guys look like they're knowing their roles now, fam. Now we got to talk about Cam Reddish. He got the start tonight. Quentin Grimes and Evan out. Well, prayers up to them. Hope it's nothing major. Those guys are getting, or Evan's getting some rest, and I think Q Grimes just recovering from a foot injury. Nothing serious, but he is going to be adding more to this squad, even more, fam. Right? When you think about it, you think about the defense Quentin Grimes can bring and the shooting Evan Fournier can bring. I mean, we we shouldn't sleep on that fact in terms of this game. We did get stuck a little bit offensively. I do think Quentin Grimes and Evan are one of our best, two of our best shooters. So yeah, that they would have helped. They would have helped a lot. Cam gave us what he gave. Started out a little slow, wasn't efficient as well, but this is the first hit out for Cam. I know he would have felt a bit of pressure being the starter, easing his way into this thing. But yeah, definitely want to see, the fact that he's still there and he can help come in anytime the Knicks need help, anytime there's an injury, he's ready. I think this big 15 squad is all going to get an opportunity this season. I got to believe that they will get Isaiah right with the fouls like they did with Mitch, right? Johnny on point. Yep. I think I like Hartenstein's aggression. That's his identity. Don't go away from it. I don't think he's going to need to play more than 25 minutes. So as long as he ain't picking up 3 quick fouls, we should be good. Yep. I like his energy on the glass, setting screens, definitely. With that said, the man he's backing up, Mitch, does look a bit different. Yep. I agree. Looking more relaxed, looking like he's letting the game come to him. The lob threat's still there. I love that Yam. that pick and roll with Brunson, with RJ as well. Confidence with Mitch, right? Salute Geraldine. Salute to the chat. We buzzing out here. We didn't miss Fournier at all, just saying. Right. Cash out. Yeah. With that point, I would like to say I've always favored Fournier as a nice roll off the bench. I think the shooting would be helpful, stretching the floor. But yeah, I mean, we handled the business tonight. We got Obi shooting like Ray Allen. We got Quick shooting well as well. D Rose didn't even have a great game, and we still put the beat down on them, right? Yeah. You can shoot whatever from the field if you live at the line and make them. Yeah, absolutely critical making those free throws as well. A lot of Nick fans wanted to see that, improve this season with that. Um, yeah, look, I'm not really judging this performance from Cam Reddish too much. First game in, um, getting his feet wet with this situation. I just pray for health with Cam. Continue to stay healthy. His talent may earn him minutes, because he can give something different. And we saw that with the highlight play, that up and under, layup. Ain't no Knicks current player that can do kind of those kind of moves outside of maybe Rose or Obi. Um, that was acrobatic with that situation, right? Evan rested tonight for a preseason game. Just saying, yeah, yeah. Evan did rest. Maybe he had a little soreness. Um, yeah, like I said in the last show, the Knicks will definitely ramp things up coming into the third and fourth preseason game. Yeah, make no doubts about it. I think it's a situation where they're happy to keep minutes down, happy to let dudes get into a groove, happy to feel good win, get confidence, share the minutes around. It was beautiful. And we'll talk about the whole squad, the box score, but the mop up duty guys even got in their groove, man. Svi Mikhailuk was raining threes. Well, yeah, in just 7 minutes, shot two threes. Quickly shot well, 3 of 6 from three. Oh, Ryan got in his bag as well. So yeah, Deuce McBride, interestingly, another solid game in terms of minutes, 21 minutes again from Deuce. So his defense earning him some minutes was a very high plus 16, 6 points. Deuce McBride getting in dudes, picking dudes up. I'm loving it. Dirty says, I'm willing to give Cam a pass because of the injury, but he simply won't play unless we're decimated with that situation. It comes down to consistency, yeah, taking his opportunities. Dirty chat, the New York Knicks do got depth. It's all on our side. In terms of Cam, I think he's still going to stay with it, get opportunities throughout the season, but probably when there's some injuries, back to backs, those kind of situations. Yep, I do deem Cam situational. I think to start out the season, I think he's still going to give Fournier and Grimes that first shake, but maybe if they don't produce, Cam gets his opportunity, right? Yep, D Rose as well. I love keeping his minutes down, Geraldine. Yep, beautiful situation for D Rose, right? To only be playing. Um, what did he? What did he hit tonight? Just 13 minutes, right? Yep, preseason action, right? We don't need to be running, Rose ragged out there. Um, Evan can rest for the whole season with that situation. Depends where we are in the record wise, how good we look for him. But Evan's definitely going to be a trade conversation all throughout the season. I feel like just because of the salary as well. You got guys earning much lower that can give you good production as well. But yeah, I want to give everyone a fair shake. Let's see Evan back healthy, back into the lineup, and see what we look like. In peak regular season games, right? When the battles are commenced, and we face some challenges, we're going to need everybody. I think for this situation. Yeah, Cam didn't look too hurt, right? He was moving. He was moving real well with that. Um, we'll talk about Julius Randle. Struggled a bit offensively. 22 minutes. Took it 7 threes. So Julius still no hesitation. Shooting. 1 of 7 from three, but made his free throws. Was still a plus. 15 points. Look, with Randle, I'm expecting more games this season where Randall is just the second, third option offensively. I mean, the moment we signed Jalen Brunson, I knew Julius, was going to be in for a different role, and that's been the case so far. RJ Barrett, stepping his game up. Brunson stepping his game up. Well, we don't need to rely on Julius. Notice how much his isolations are down with that situation. Jalen Brunson has truly become this team's point guard, running the offense with that thing. That's the most pleasing thing for me this season, right? Geraldine Chat out here buzzing with that situation. Jalen Brunson is running the offense now, and he's looking calm. He's looking collected out here. He's getting dudes involved. Yeah. So Jalen Brunson's stat line again, um, low minutes situation. I love the 4 assists again. 4 assists, scored 17 points effortlessly because he got to the line. And, that's what you want to see with this thing. Easier buckets, right? Last time we were, struggling to get buckets at certain points of the game. And there was a key stretch this game where we were stuck. We were shooting bricks and Quick started to get fouled, slowed the tempo down a little. And I think that was a really smart move, to get us back into the groove again, and then we didn't look back again. You know, Obi Toppin came in and did his thing with that. Got to give him his shout out. Got to give him his flowers. That was just one of that beautiful highlight dunks that we saw tonight from Obi Toppin breaking away with that situation. Um, we got to focus on that, fam, ladies and gents. We got to talk about it with the minutes. Well, where to from here, fam? I need you all to put in your 2 cents in terms of you know third preseason game, final preseason game, and regular season game. What do we do now with the minute situation? Is it a case of increasing Obi's minutes straight away, decreasing Randall's? Is it a case of see how we go for the next few games? Yeah, what does Tom Thibodeau do? Gerard says, you think Tibbs doesn't see that if he plays all these guys 20 minutes, we may blow out a lot of teams? Right? Yep. I hope he realizes that it's a key strength of this team, the depth and trusting more guys. Gerard, chat, Knicks Nation. It's all about trust for Tom Thibodeau. Um, I know he loves the short rotations, but especially, at the beginning of the season, it's a long, long season. Let's just keep everyone's minutes down, fam. Right, we got to. But yeah, with Obi, look, for me, it's always been about you know, playing him more minutes, but off the bench at the moment. He plays really well with IQ. We've seen it, right? That's the best role for Obi, I think, at the moment. With Julius here, with Julius here, in a world where Julius is not here, of course, Obi Toppin has got to be your starting four. Um, but we got to find him more minutes with that situation. Play those two a little together. Play him with Quick still. Those guys got amazing chemistry in that. Dirty Dancer, I hate that Randall and Toppin are pure fours in this era where you want combos, right? It's very hard to play them both, right? Yep. That's the situation we're faced with, fam. Well, if you think the streets ain't going to be buzzing after a night like this, just after 2 preseason games, man, what is it going to be like coming in? If Obi keeps this up, man, the Garden's going to be letting their feelings know. Um, yeah, Bear is watching with that, but focusing on the positive, we got ourselves a baller, 24, 25 years old, got a bright future in this situation, right? Under cost control. Obi Toppin brings so much to this team when he's shooting the way he is. We know he always brought the dunks, the play around the rim, the cutting, the energy leaking out, but it's the popping basically. If if Toppin is popping that three ball, I mean, look out, stretch four, here we come in this modern NBA, right? Like Dirty says, in this era, you want to stretch four. those kind of dudes. Ant Davis, Kevin Love, Kevin Garnett, all those dudes, Carl Anthony Towns, all these dudes pop the three ball, right? But Obi Toppin's more athletic. He moves faster. He's just a walking mismatch, on many nights, right? And it's just a weapon. The NBA. If I'm coaching a team, I'm looking at my squad in terms of how can I get the best of the other team. How do I match up against them? How can I create a mismatch? Johnny says this is what balance can look like. It'll be a huge weapon this year, a luxury that a lot of teams do not have. Right. Yep. Completely agree. Yep. Balance. I got you, fam. Absolutely. With that said, I hope this ain't just preseason. I hope this is a reflection of what we could see more of, fam, ladies and gents, with this minutes distribution. Yep. With the minutes distribution, again, obviously it helps when you're blowing teams out. And I do think the Knicks are going to have an opportunity to blow a lot more teams out this season. So there will be more nights where dudes can sit in the fourth. Right, absolutely. That's the luxury we have. And I think I'll start offensively by saying, we don't rely on Randall and RJ more than we have in the last two seasons. Right. Jalen Brunson gives you his 20 a night. Toppin starts giving you 15 to 20 a night. Quick becomes a more efficient, consistent scorer as well. D Rose, if he's healthy. I mean, that reliance on Julius ain't there anymore to score the ball. Well, I want Julius to be more of that decoy kind of guy, right? Like he played more in control tonight. And shout out to everyone for the turnover, situation, right? Look at that turnover column, ladies and gentlemen. We had Julius with no turnover, Cam no turnover, Mitch no turnover, Brunson no turnover, and RJ Barrett with just one turnover, right? And Jericho, your center, has the most turnovers, so that's good. Yeah, he ain't even handling the rock. And Isaiah with two turnovers. So yeah, your two big men are the only dudes that committed turnovers with that situation, right? Yep, yep. I was thinking about this too, fam. You're on point. A lot of the teams, especially around the trade deadline, are going to be looking at their roster thinking, man, we ain't going nowhere. Let's go the other way. Let's get this stud, Victor Wembanyama. Man, where do we start with the highlights we've been seeing, man? A 7'5" KD popping three balls, blocking shots at the rim like Yao Ming. I mean, Shaquille O'Neal around the rim, popping the fadeaways in the corner. I mean, the best prospect since LeBron, possibly even a better prospect than LeBron. Chat streets, let us know with that, man. It's going to be a tankathon. Tankathon.com is legit this season, right? This NBA at the halfway point is going to become a tankathon, a race to the bottom with that, fam, right? Scoot, Victor, I mean, man, generational kind of dudes with that. I mean, this season's going to be crazy popping. I'm excited for it. But yet, I think the Knicks, to Gerard's point, the Knicks are going to get a lot more blowouts. If they're going all in for wins and the other teams are going the other way, look for the Knicks to gain ground, in the East. Cam could spearhead a tank, says Dirty as well. A fire sale definitely would help. But truth is, the Knicks are just not in a position roster wise. We have too much talent. I think Brunson, RJ, Randall, Mitch, they were definitely at worst case scenario going to keep us around 35 wins minimum. Well, so even with a fire sale, the Knicks can't get nowhere near the bottom. I don't think for how disgusting some of these other teams are going to be for Victor Wembanyama. Yeah, they're going to lose their nada for Victor Wembanyama. Talking about the Jazz, talking about OKC, Sam Presti, talking about Houston, talking about Charlotte even, talking about Orlando possibly. I mean, They might even think, "Man, I know we got Jalen Suggs, Cole Anthony, Isaac, all of that." They might be thinking, "Man, to hell with these dudes. I'll sell them just to for a chance to get Victor and be bad." Well, we could see all-time bad this season to the like we've never seen, man. They might be calling up the ball boy to, you know, ringing up, 10-day contracts, dudes off the streets to put in some reps for some teams with this situation, right? But yeah, the Knicks will pick up a lot more dubs. I'm feeling really good about the 45 win projection I've made. Um, you know, with the depth, the long season ahead, the chemistry that's going to continue to build. I think this squad is looking real nice. They're obviously going to start to feel each other out better and and flash some game. And the shooting is key. We talked about it. How many of these players can shoot above 38% from three? I'm liking the shooting form of RJ. I'm liking that. I'm liking Brunson's pull up game. I'm liking Quickly's 3-point stroke. Still looks money, and I'm liking Obi popping the three ball. Yeah, and of course Fournier and Grimes still to come with that thing. Um, I'm not expecting Julius to shoot 40% ever again. That would be a pleasant surprise. But if Julius can shoot around 36, 37 at least, and take less attempts, that's going to help us, I think, with that situation, right? The quest for Wembanyama is the Poseidon adventure for some of these teams. Yeah, absolutely. Um, Talk about how does he stay healthy too, right? Talking about playing against the G League Ignite and looking the way he moves, man, I just hope he figures out a way to be healthy because he's going to be special, right? We're going to be witnessing possibly the next goat, possibly the next goat. I ain't saying he's the goat, not overreacting, but it's possible. He's got the tools to be all of that, fam. All NBA each and every year, crazy potential, man. Imagine if to finish out his career, let's say he gets drafted and starts to turn a franchise around. It'd be funny if we see a team with KD jump on the hype train and play next to Victor as well. With that, RJ's three looks money. Yep. Yep, not gonna lie, man. The shooting form, Drew Hanlon, salute, salute, salute. Shout out to them putting in that work. Fam, finesse in the building, what's good? Yep. Wembanyama facts, right? Everyone want Victor Wembanyama at this point with this situation. He would look good on any team, no doubts about it. With that situation, yep. But of course, it's all about Obi Toppin tonight. Again, took the game ball, shout out, 24 points, 3 boards, 2 blocks, 10 of 14 field goals. The three ball, the most impressive thing to me wasn't the dunks, it wasn't the energy because we're used to that. That's what Obi brings. He's bread and butter with this situation. But in 20 minutes, to ring the scoreboard up like that, to shoot the three ball, it was special. We witnessed something special tonight. It was fun. It was popping. It was lit. Everything, man. And those videos, the highlight dunks, are going to be all over internet, sports center, social media for weeks and months and years to come. This situation, just a preseason game. We're trying to foreshadow and look ahead to see what happens this season and what does this mean for the log jam at the 4 spot. And this is what I've been saying all along. We just got to find minutes for both of them while they're here, right? Um, it's as simple as either reducing Randall's minutes to give Obi more minutes, or you must, must find a way to play those two at least 5 minutes on the court each and every night together, right? Who knows what it might even look like? I mean, it might get Randall more, enthused. It might get him more juiced on the defensive side. Might get him more fast break ops as well. Let me know, chat. What are you guys, thinking with this situation? While Julius is still here, we got to play both of them. There's no other way. Or you reduce Randall's minutes straight away with that, right? Yep, facts divine, right? Appreciate you. Let's get it. Buzzing all season long. Check Nick's real talk out. Divine, KJ Dub, Sharp Powers doing big things. Let's get it. And the Knicks all the way this season, baby. Let's get more than 45 wins. Let's go deep with this thing, right? I feel really good about the Jalen Brunson pickup as well, and we'll hit on him more after we give Obi some more flowers. Again, Will, up in here, salute, chat. Let's get it. Appreciate you, Will. Let's rock out. The streets are buzzing. Obi Topping, eighth overall pick. He heard the Halliburton buzz with this thing, and we're going to see more blowouts. Yep. We're absolutely going to be seeing more blowouts as well. One the only, the closer, Jay Boogie as well. He got that Obi anthem out, which dropped last season that I introed the show with. Jay Boogs just tweeted out Obi are launched off in flight. Right. Absolutely, man. Brings that energy, brings that enthusiasm as well. But the three ball, the most important thing of his game, that's going to take him to that next level. Man, he was popping it from deep tonight, man. Pause. But yeah, he was popping it tonight. Was number one, right? Formerly Amari Stoudemire as well, bringing that showtime. So back to that conversation. Dirty says Tibbs got to stagger the lineup a little, either playing less than 25 minutes is horrible. Yep. Talking about make adjustments, fam. That's what a good coach does. I completely agree with you, Dirty Dancer. With that situation, Tibbs got to know the weapons he got, and he got to figure out a way. And with this thing, now I ain't trying to say Obi's going to shoot like this every single night. Of course, I realistically still see Obi coming off the bench, with Julius here. He looks so good with Quick. He just suits the D Rose pairing off the bench with that situation. But there's no reason he can't get some minutes with the starters lineup as well, and just increase his minutes, man. 23, 28 minutes between there, a steady increase as he starts to grow and become better and better and better each and every night. Yep. So Johnny says, I think Obi is finding out that defense will open up the offense. Tibbs always says the game will show you what to do. Yep, absolutely. On point. Um, Obi's defense has improved too. We got to give that a shout out. Not just the shooting, the defense, his overall feel for the game, fam. You know, and that was one of his strengths coming in. We drafted him as a 23-year-old, ladies and gentlemen, to a 22-year-old, 23-year-old coming in. He's mature now. He's gone around the league now. This is his third go around with this situation. He's been around the league twice. Is Obi. You see the confidence there. He doesn't hesitate to shoot, but defensively, he's in better situations, better spots, better positions. Yep, fam. David L. Salute in the house. Salute to all Knicks Nation out here. 2-0 in this preseason for 2022-2023. The streets are buzzing. It's going to be a great season for the Knicks. Big 15 is back. Highlight reels, Showtime, Sports Center Knicks as well. Now, let's give a shout out to Jalen Brunson as well. Wasn't an efficient night, but again, yeah, look composed. I love the ball running through him, the offense, and 4 assists again in 23 minutes. So that's consistent now with 2 games. Jalen Brunson's looked good handling the rock. Now, you got to project if he's playing 23 minutes, 4 assists, he's going to be somewhere around that 7 assists range. If he's playing 38 minutes, you know, 6 to 7 assists nightly, 18 to 22 points nightly. That's what I'm going to expect from Brunson. 9 of 9 from the field, money, gets fouled, gets dudes in the air, herky jerky moves, up and unders, crafty, sneaky. I mean, use all of those words to describe Jalen Brunson, but of course I'll use the word tough as well. He's New York tough. Is Jalen Brunson up in there, right? He's not scared of nobody. He gets in people. He takes it to the cup. with that situation, right? You guys let me know what's been the most impressive thing about Jalen Brunson so far. Has anything surprised you? Is he just brought what you thought he would bring with this situation? Um, to me, I just say that the most impressive thing to me is that how comfortable he's looked straight away. Um, they always say the point guard spot, the most tricky spot to learn with new teammates. But I tell you what, man, a baller is just a baller. Don't matter what. Put the ball in his hands and just run it like the playground. Feel people out and get in your spots with that. Dirty, yep, relentless going to the rim and well finishing as well. Yep, yep. Love those parts of his game, fam. You hit with that. Relentless, keeps his dribble alive, constantly putting pressure on the rim too. And I think he's going to help RJ Barrett have his best offensive year, and he's going to help Mitchell Robinson have their best offensive years as well, with efficiency and scoring. Well, another dude that the D got to key in on and really focus on, man. He is no joke. And like Tibb says, he don't look the part, but he is the part. You know, you see him in the playgrounds. He ain't going to be the first player picked, but Jalen Brunson going to let you know that he can play, right? He's tough, right? Yep. Sims played. Too happy about that. David, salute. Yep. We'll give Sims his flowers too, because like I said early in the show, in the second quarter, the Knicks were needing an energy boost, and I thought Obi and Sims minutes were really telling in that second quarter when the game was tight. Actually, the Knicks were down. The Knicks were down like 4 to 6 points. Um, Offense looked stuck in the mud as well. Quick got in a couple, got fouled a few times, steadied the ship, and the other dudes just picked it up. With that, Sims gave us some nice intensity and energy minutes because Hartenstein wasn't scoring. Hartenstein was struggling a little, and Jericho Sims did his thing. Right. Yep, absolutely. Will agrees. Looks like JB been here for a minute, and no doubt he been here early in the summer working out, fam, with the gym. Chris Brickley, the Pro City in the Bronx, getting in it with dudes, getting chemistry with Obi, with Mitch. Well, leader as well. He's bringing calmness and leadership. Um, and I'm actually seeing a different Julius. Well, um, notice, yeah, there's been some inefficiencies from Julius, but he doesn't look like he's forcing it no more. To me, that's the most impressive thing. Julius don't need to force the isolations as much as well. He can kick it out. Brunson on the perimeter, and Brunson's been penetrating and setting dudes up for another easy shot. So yeah, anytime the offense needs to reset, Brunson kicks it back out to Brunson. Yeah, and Randall can get in his spot, and Brunson can make something happen. Well, salute Kareem. Appreciate you, brother. Let's get it. Johnny says Brunson always on balance too, right? Yeah, you can hardly knock him off. Balance, fam. He's so thick, pause, and he's so strong. Basically, he's nitty gritty, able to put his head down, get fouled. I saw him move a center, man, with his rim pressure with that situation. Um, I was actually looking at him today. He looked a little heavy, even, but I think that's just his playing weight, fam. In that white New York Knicks jersey, he looked big. He looked big, but that strength, that size is his advantage. The fact that he's only 6'1", having that extra weight helps him move the defender off. Well, yeah. Hart didn't look good tonight and gave Sims a small opening. Yep. Yep, I think we just need to let Hartenstein settle in. But yeah, I think this opens the door for um, Jericho this season, right? We can't forget about Jericho Sims. He's a young player on the ascend, and I really want to see Jericho get an opportunity this season as well because he's on a rookie contract as well. Um, it just goes to show again how strong this team can be. If a dude hasn't got it going, hey, sit down tonight. Let your comrade come in and do their thing. And I really like Jericho Sims' minutes in the second quarter. He helped bring the Knicks back, helped us, you know, frustrate. I think that he frustrated the Indiana Pacers with that. Gerard says his impact on the team's efficiency. For Brunson, the Knicks had 6 players with double figures and played an average of just 22 minutes. Yep, I like it. Right, you guys are on point. Jalen Brunson coming in here straight away. I'm impressed. Just 2 games really, really impressed me. Even though tonight wasn't efficient, scoring wise from the field goal. Very, very efficient from the line as well, and can still score as well, man. He just relieves so much pressure off RJ and Julius and this whole offense. Again, it always helps in this NBA to have a great isolation player. When the play breaks down, you need to reset. Julius doesn't know where to go. He's stuck. He can kick it back out to Brunson, and Brunson makes something happen. Right. Anytime you can just got a player that makes something happen. Let's go, New York. Let's go. MH in the building. Salute. Let's get it. Rose needs to learn defense from McBride. With that, McBride as well. Great performance tonight again. Earned every bit of his minutes, did McBride as well. Getting in dudes. Look at his plus minus. The game really bust open as well when McBride was in there. Plus 16. Doesn't need to score a lot, does Deuce, but he did hit 2 big threes. Well, so salute. If the shot can come along for McBride, we know the D is there. The shooting can come along. Look out. Just in his Deuce McBride, only in his second year, right? In his second season with this thing. Kaiser, as long as Randall is playing the mature veteran role, he should stay. Let the tantrums of last season stay in the past. Stay in last season, right? Yep. You know, it's all about maturity, like Kaiser hit on, fam. Yeah, he's around these guys every day. He needs to realize that he doesn't need to be the guy to carry a team, right? Play your role, and this team can be special. This team could actually be special because if everyone knows where to be, what their role is, the buy-in is there, this team can play really, really efficient. Really, really efficient. Don't need to force nothing with Randall, right? Johnny says even Tibbs got on the board with the way he subbed, right? Yep, I'm loving the minutes distribution, fam. And that's actually one big surprise from this preseason so far. I must, hand on my heart, say I'm wrong because I thought Tom Thibodeau would use all of these 4 games, pedal to the metal, 38 minutes for everybody. But that hasn't been the case. So I think he's learning, or he's learned something. We don't want to, go into the season with some nagging injuries and some fatigue. You know, Tariq, salute, let's get it. They slept on Obi, shaking their head with that situation, right? Yep. Highlight, box office, great teammate. Happy for Obi tonight. Salute to him. It's a great story of perseverance as well. Um, we always highlight the positives and the things that impress us, but that's glamorous. What hasn't been glamorous is Obi's challenge of staying positive, staying ready. You were the 8th pick, and you wouldn't getting as many minutes as you want, and he's just staying with it, man. Coming into his 3rd season now is Obi. He stayed with it. Love the ball movement too. Kareem says that's the key to getting to 50 wins. Yep, absolutely. Sharing the offense. Buying in on defense, sharing it on offense with that situation, right? Um, like I said, if a dude hadn't got it going offensively, um, let him do some dirty work on the defensive end and sit him down and let another guy get some shots. You know, um, Also, we can't forget about the players we're missing. Grimes, Fournier would have helped us offensively a bit, but I think the defense, apart from the first quarter, was solid. The first quarter we gave up 32 points, which was a bit too much, to this team. With that, there's a reason that Isaiah hasn't been a starter in this couple of last locations. With that, yep, energy, bench player suited off the bench for that. Um, the shot ain't always going to fall for him, but yeah, that opened the door. Kaiser chat to Jericho, and I'm happy. We can't forget Jericho. We can't sleep on him, man. He was drafted as a Nick, homegrown, earned the contract as well, and he's hungry. I think Jericho Sims can still be special. The way he defends, it's very, very noticeable having him out there. I know you guys see it as well. When he can stand out on the perimeter and guard the ones and the twos and make it difficult, for them. And he's even quick enough to recover as well. If he gets blown by, he's got that crazy leap. He can block shots. Well, that huge broad chest, set screens. Well, brings the defensive rebounding, offensive rebounding as well. Um, for the 58th pick, it was nothing but a steal. Can you believe some said that JB was overpaid? Man, that was crazy. Worth every penny so far. Completely agree. You gotta do your homework or you would have known, right? Not surprised, right? Yep, absolutely, fam. People are still sleeping on the pickup, actually, fam. Um, with the projections, the win totals, and all of that. Jalen Brunson brings a lot more than people think, to this squad, and especially a team, in badly need of that point guard as well, right? He's like he's like when you basically fill a missing piece of a puzzle, right? The missing piece of a puzzle, the thing just makes sense with that. This team makes a hell of a lot more sense with JB. You know, we've seen the folly of Randall, the inconsistencies of the other players, right? But without that point guard, with Alec Burks, for Peyton as well, Kemba, it made things worse. Now we bring in Brunson, everything makes more sense now. Yeah, that's why ball is a young man's game. Been told y'all D Rose of the past is gone. You can't be a leader if you're always injured. A guy that can't be counted on can't lead. Period. With that, so yeah, health critical for D Rose, but his career is winding down, fam. Yeah, and I'm okay with his role reducing. Right, you can't rely on D Rose for so long, but for so long, for that point, let's say we get close to the postseason and he has to miss some time. That ain't going to help this squad, right? Deuce McBride is growing in his role, quickly growing in his role. Now, I love these young pieces. We got Quiet Money, salute, let's get it. Salute to the chat. Yep, smash that thumbs up like you know what's up. And Obi Toppin, New York Knicks are all the way up with this situation, right? We're going to surprise some teams. We're going to surprise the league with this thing. I warn y'all that Tibbs will be coached better and Randall will be on his best behavior. Mitch, the starter, and Cam is not T-Mac, right? Yep. Tom Thibodeau, coming into his third season as a New York Knicks coach, like Tarek says, he would have watched a hell of a lot of film over the postseason, the off season, and I learnt more about these players as well. Challenged them, to come in better shape, conditioning. Notice how much faster the team is playing with that. That was the direction of Tom Thibodeau. You know, there's no coincidence. D Rose and Randall have come in the slimmest shape possible. With that, they know it's go time. It's get up and down. This is a young man's game now. Otherwise, we get left behind. With that, yep. But Tarek says Rose isn't a vet I would trade. Well, yep. He offers some leadership as well from that element. I'm just okay with his role, reducing a bit. Right, yep. And like Quiet Money spells out, there ain't nothing better than a cruisy, coast to coast win for that situation. We rest dudes, we look good, feel good as well. And you want to head into the season playing winning ball, right? Opening night, I think that game in Memphis is going to be an absolute dogfight, and it's going to be fireworks from the beginning. We're going to get in their grill and let them know that the New York Knicks team ain't no pushover, right? In Memphis, the NBA gifted you with an opening night season opener as well. Well, we're not going to make it easy for you, Memphis. Well, it's going to be a tough battle. But of course, we got two more hitouts. It's Indy in Indy, and it's Washington. Well, I'm really, really looking forward to actually both of them because I think it's going to be a good challenge to try to beat Indy again. Normally those home and homes are tricky, and of course Washington is going to be probably the biggest challenge of this postseason. I think. Yeah, chat buzzing out. New York Knicks 2-0. Beautiful start to this season, this campaign. Dude's looking good. The acquisition's looking good. Players come back improved as well. The sky's the limit. Yep, let's just continue to build chemistry with this thing, and players learning their tendencies more and becoming more consistent. Let's get it. Nick Yak, salute. Cam took good shots. They will fall. It allowed RJ to ball at the two guard again. Yeah, that's a good point. Cam getting that start put RJ back at the two. Fam with that. RJ came out the gate hot. Let's give RJ his flowers. Well, 4 of 7 from three-point line. That stands out to me the most. Salute on Star J Barrett. His form, the shooting with Drew Hanlon, the work he's put in as well. And of course, 2 of 2 from the line. So shout out to RJ Barrett with that situation and only one turnover as well. Only one turnover. This team took care of the rock tonight. Talking about all the guards as well. All the starting guards didn't have a single turnover. That that's with the pesky TJ McConnell and the other pressure that the other guards put on as well. So that was nice with that. And RJ Barrett, 18 points. Not as efficient as well from the field, but from 3-point land. It was nice to see, and the threat is there. Pretty soon they're not going to be able to go under the screens with RJ consistently, and he's going to make them pay with that. Tariq says it doesn't take me long to evaluate a player. Cam been invisible at Duke. It's why they didn't win it all. That situation. So Tariq not as high on Cam. The situation. I do feel like he's situational with Evan and Grimes healthy with this, but I'm not judging Cam off tonight. Really, I think he was situational coming in to this situation, and he didn't really emphatically, show to Tibbs that, hey, you need to play me as well. But there's still 2 more games. If Grimes and Fournier stay out, Cam may just get another chance with that. Is Beal hungry? Yep, that's going to be a big thing. KP's health as well. Nick Yak, we blow out the 2 teams others compared us to. Now we beat nobody yet. Yep. We blow out 2 teams. Yep. With that situation, there's 2 more tests coming, but if the Knicks finish 4-0, man, it's going to be lit because coming in, it's going to be chemistry and expectations with that, and I'm good with that. I think this team to take the next level needs to be facing some adversity and facing expectations. Well, we have some more leadership now with the coaching staff. Get dudes in their right spots. Right minutes distribution and right spots. Well, um, I'm loving the fact that Tibbs has been open to playing the bench more as well. That's music to our ears with that. Cam playing D at the 3 is good. Cam needs to sign a team-friendly deal with these Knicks because if he goes somewhere else, he's going to be on the bench, right, and flame out of the league. Yeah, he needs to be in a situation like Kaiser says, where if he misses a few games or injury, he's still going to be in the picture. I think, yep, Cam Reddish just needs to stay in the picture. Maybe signing that team-friendly deal, can help him out with this. But I think, yeah, his agents will definitely be looking at how it is faring this season, and especially at the deadline. That B Willis, salute, shout out to Knicks Nation in the chat. Appreciate it. Let's get it. Welcome. Nick Yak high on Cam still. He'll be our starter by the year's end. RJ is better at the guard spot. So it's all about the fit for Nick Yak with that situation. I'm just the dude that loves to see a player win their spot, and as long as every one of these players get their chance, if they don't take it, it's up to them. Well, I just don't like the fact that let's say what Tibbs was doing with Obi a few seasons ago. He was earning minutes and he wasn't getting them. Well, if a player is earning their keep, they should definitely get their chance. Now, with that, now talking about it, this is Cam's ultimate opportunity with Evan out and Fournier and Grimes out. It's go time. Jet life salute. Let's get it. I still want to see Grimes, what he looks like, because he typically better than Cam offensively, right? Consistent, I think Grimes. Defensively, he's in better positions. Um, Not as athletic as Cam, not as long, but yeah, Grimes shooting is the weapon over Cam. I think that Tibbs will love at this point. And being able to rely on him. Well, I'm happy with the challenge that these guys are going to have. The uh, the battles, right? The battles in practice. David says Cam's D good enough for Tibbs to go with him till Grimes healthy, right? Yeah, till Grimes healthy. Yeah. Tariq got Cam as a Knox. I've been judging Cam since he was at Duke and hasn't seen nothing change with that. I've been saying that RJ is downhill, right? And Butler couldn't stop him when he goes downhill, right? Yep. Facts, right? Bully Barrett is what I call RJ with that. He looks bigger, stronger. And so does Quick as well. Quick look real strong with this situation. He's put on that extra muscle with that situation. So yeah, what's good? Man child in the house. Let's get it. Yep. B Willis. Yep. I'll keep that drip on for sure. And more things coming up this season, right? I can't wait for the new lines to come out. Yep. Yes, I think Cam is a role player. Everyone can't be that 20-point per game guy. But if Cam can accept being a role player and getting paid like a role player, then it makes sense to retain him with that. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what got dudes out the league too. Yeah, they've got to have realistic expectations to say that, even though I've been the man through my whole upbringing, that this is the no boys allowed league. This is the NBA. Yeah, and Cam Reddish needs to understand he's balling with the best in the world. Um, similar to a dude like Dennis Smith Jr., I think. Dennis Smith Jr. acted up on the court like he was the best player on the court all the time. Yeah, because he was so used to jumping over dudes coming up. But you need to accept a role sometimes in the NBA to stay in the NBA. Like Kaiser says, you can't be that superstar on a team each and every time. Well, you need to be consistent at what you do and be good at it, consistently. Hitting shots, staying healthy, defending will get you on a team to stick as well. You know, we see dudes like TJ McConnell on that, man. They're always around. Like TJ McConnell seemed like he'd been on, 10 different teams, still does what he does, picks dudes up full court, that becomes a pest, is a menace, can hit the shot every now and then, can get to the cup. That's all he does, really. But TJ McConnell been able to stay in the league for forever. Yeah. Yeah, Mike Boy, agree CT. If Cam doesn't take the chance, that's on him. But he's got to get that chance with this team. Yep. Make no mistake. I think Cam here to the deadline, at least, bare minimum, he's going to have 40 games to see what happens with that. Yep. He got to show that he can know, the role, Tibb schemes, and impress him, basically. The thing about Cam, right, whether he's impressed you or doesn't impress you, it don't matter. We're fans. He got to impress Tom Thibodeau. He got to impress Leon Rose if he wants to stay here, right? We don't see what happens behind closed doors, right? We only see what we see on TV and social. But if he want to stick, and be a star in this league, he got to impress his employer up in here and do the best thing for them with that. Of course, he still needs that chance, but now he got a chance. Fournier's out, Cam's out. Um, you almost couldn't make that up in terms of coming in to the season and fans, chopping it up. Is Cam going to get a chance? Is he not? Well, now he's getting a chance, man. I'm still surprised he was, the starting wing tonight. He got that chance. Um, Let's see what happens moving ahead to the next 2 games. Yeah. If I could win the lotto, right? Yeah, I hear you, fam. Yep. B Willis says, "I'm getting to hit up the NBA store in New York. This team gonna make me proud." Right? Yep. Facts, right? Hit that store up. Let's get it. Drip up. Knicks Nation, right? It's gonna be a fun season. We're gonna be consistent this season, I feel. We're gonna know what we're gonna get each and every night. We got a point guard that was balling out in the West. Knows his team, knows their role, is an extension of the coach. You know, that's the biggest thing about Brunson as well. He's an extension of Tibbs. Not only is he his point guard, but they go way back to his pops to New York. So it's a family connection up in here, fam. Salute. Sherwin not here as Obi shines. Yep. Hope that Sherwin's doing well and the chat doing well out here buzzing. Well, beautiful night from Obi. He showed out. Yep. Facts, right? Quickly and Obi look special together. Yep. But the starters look great this year as well, right? Especially Mitch. Yep. Absolute spitting facts, Nick Yak. Like I said about the consistency, the reason we're going to be more consistent team this season is because the bench is still going to be that bench, but the starters are going to be much, much better than the last 2 years. So we're not going to fall in a funk, early in games, down double digits after 2 minutes. Um, and I also like the fact that Tom Thibodeau called timeouts, at the right times. If the team lacking, then pull them aside. And I think Tom Thibodeau did that at the right points this season, fam. Chat streets, Knicks are buzzing. Yep. Cam needs to give us 8 points, 6 boards, a steal, and lockdown D. That's the best way to keep him playing in the rotation. Yep. You sort of eat what you kill, like Kaiser said. You got to beat out whoever's in front of you. That's the ticket for Cam. Um, Whatever he does, he just got to beat Fournier and he got to beat Grimes. If he's going to get that chance with that. Yep. And Tariq also spitting on the fact that what could have been with Donovan Mitchell, we dodged that bullet with that situation, right? Star J looking like Star J. 3 or 4 unprotected picks as well are still in tow as well. Great point that Bear's watching out there in Cleveland. Um, with that, I always said I love signing players as a free agent, right? We didn't need to give nothing up. Well, we got our guy in JB, right? He looks like a star for us, right? A star for this team. And my prediction was Jalen Brunson is the Knicks team MVP this season, right? Exactly like Nick Yak says, right? How easy is he making it look? Those passes, he's definitely the missing link, right? Great points, right? You're on fire. Yep. Tariq with the thumbs up, like he knows what's up. And definitely JB, we've been singing his praises all summer long. We've finally seen him in a Nick jersey now for 2 games, and it's actually impressed me compared to what I even expected. JB has really impressed me already um, in terms of how ready he looks already up in this piece. Yeah, Jalen Brunson looks like he's been with this team longer than he has. And that's a sign of a great player up in here as well. If his shot wasn't falling tonight, he got to the line. Yep, quickly gets to the line. Mitch is going to get fouled. Randall is getting foul calls. RJ is going to get fouled, hacked. Well, so man, this team getting to the line this season and shooting efficiently is going to win us maybe like 8 to 10 more games than last season. That's no hyperbole because we blew at least 5 games last season at the line. So not only with better players and talent, but shooting better at the line. Look out for us to close games out, fam. Yep, yep, facts. Ivy looking interesting up in here with that. He'll stay catching lobs with Obi, with Mitch. Yep, Brunson is just the key. Let's just call it that. Let's call Brunson the key because he unlocks everybody. he unlocks the team. JB is the key to this thing, the missing link that we haven't had in forever, man. Shout outs to Raymond Felton, shout outs to Stefan Starberry, and shout outs to Linsanity as well. All these point guards that came in a New York minute did their thing, but JB's here now. He's here, right? I'll take humble pie. I've been low on Obi and always wanted Halliburton. Does Dirty Dancer, right? But respect for that. Respect for seeing a player ball out as well. Take their opportunities, right? You can still be high on Halliburton and also yeah, be impressed by Obi as well. I don't I don't feel like any player, you know, any fan, sorry, um, is out of line for having different takes on Obi because it's been a situation that's been so difficult to see. You know, we've rarely seen a situation where a dude was drafted eighth, and stuck behind a dude, like Randall, who had a crazy once in a lifetime kind of career that we saw the jump in terms of that. So yeah, but the between the legs was absolutely nasty, man. I think everyone was in shock, man. I don't know if the team called a timeout or what happened. The broadcast was just all over the place when Obi did that windmill and the through the legs dunk. Um, Quick's reaction just said it all, man. It just like showed us what we were all thinking with that fam, right? Highlight Sports Center ish with that. Right. We got Parish Duggar in the house with a super chat. Parish got everybody buzzing out here. Let's get it. Parish, huge season. Quickly and Obi are like a plus 60 in their last 20. Cam's length on D with RJ shut Indy down. Our depth is our MVP, and Brunson is a star. Streets are buzzing, Parish, right? Great takes as always, man. On point, coming in on fire with that off the bench. Quickly and Obi giving us that spark. I mean, they're our X factors as well as RJ Barrett with this thing. They just continue to impress me, man. A smarter, stronger, more efficient, quickly, and a refined Obi with the shooting now. You're talking like what? It's going to be special, man. Best bench in the league. If it's not best bench, top five for real, right? Top five, top five, top five, dead or alive. Canal, salute, 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 right? Best bench in the league. Shout out to Jarvis Lafleur. Let's get it. Salute, fam. You're really, really impressed with Tibbs as well. Like Manchild says, I love the quick timeouts when they screwed up. Right. Yep. Building winning habits, Manchol. Getting ready for the opener. Basically, there ain't no playing games right now with 2 more games left, and then it's opening night in Memphis. Right. This squad got to know what's up. They can't lax with this thing. Otherwise, it's big 15. Sit down, let the other guy come in. Yep. Absolutely. The free throws look awesome too. Like Kaiser hits on Mitch. The form look really nice. Yep. Coming a long way, man. He's taking this thing seriously. Talking about a dude that has all the talent in the world, like Mitch Robb, the fact that he's coming along and improving, man, just wait. Just wait and see until his offensive game grows as well, right? Yep. Loving the ball movement, right? It's wet out here. Raining threes. Well, with Obi up in here, yep. Yep. Tariq, salute. Yep. Chat's on point. Let's smash the thumbs up like we know what's up. This New York Knicks journey got us buzzing, and we're all here celebrating, lapping it up, enjoying the company of great Knicks conversations. You already know what it is. Going to be a fun season. And we got our next guest coming on Monday. One other than the MSG Network's host. You know what he is, Mr. Pedo as well. We're going to chat to him on Monday, well, before the next indie game. Talk to him about these first 2 games. Has it changed our opinions coming into the season? Have you guys changed your projections? I'll ask Bill and I'll ask him a question. If you guys have anything you would want Bill Pedo to answer or speak on, let me know. Hit me up, and we'll continue to buzz and get it. Yep, Nick Yak, we win with our depth, not replacing Randall with Obi. With that, we win with our depth, right? Sharing the rock, sharing the minutes, okay? Keeping dudes healthy. Yep. Nick's family, we are finally playing some team ball, right? Jarvis, you already know what it is, man. We've been fans for so long, and I love to see a team share the minutes and share the shine as well with this thing. That's how the Knicks won in the '70s, fam. That's how the Knicks won. And on each and every night, pick your family up, pick each other up, and share the rock. If a dude hasn't got it going, then let your other comrade, light it up tonight, right? He looks like Skywalker with that, right? Yep, absolutely, man. Kenny Skywalker, that. Yep. Parish again with a $2 super chat. Appreciate you, Parish. Great question, man. Have you ever seen refs stop a game on a dunk, man? Oh man, 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 that was insane. I was confused, to be honest with you. The crowd was just going crazy. Yeah, the crowd, the garden was insane on that. And I look at that still cap. I mean, man, that photographer gonna earn a fortune out of this, man. Hit me up with a T-shirt, a poster, any merch, a cup, a mug, as well, a phone case with that picture of Obi up there, man. That's like iconic. Um, look out for the Jordan brand, Jumpman brand. Shout out as well. Obi is a Jumpman athlete, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, he's out there breathing air, heavy up in there, fam. Salute Ilmatics. Yep, let's get it. And anyone else we hadn't shouted out yet? Um, the situationals got in, like we said. McBride, you know, played a lot of minutes. His defense is getting him on the floor, which is impressive to see. Mikhailuk hit 2 of 3 from from 3-point land, which is what he brings. I think Svi Mikhailuk's that energy guy, also the shooter that we need, the situational shooter as well in case of injury. Um, break glass in case of emergency. Break glass. Svi Mikhailuk, I could see him sticking around. Um, but yeah, the bench was Sims was the catalyst for me early on in the second quarter when Isaiah didn't have it going. I think Jericho Sims gave us some real nice energy off the bench. Yep, some really nice energy, and Ferron Hunt got some minutes as well. Uh, let's see what happens now with Fournier and Grimes. Well, as we get closer to the tip of opening night, does Cam get another chance to start, or does Fournier or Grimes come back straight away? It's going to be interesting. I've got to listen to Tibbs post game, and we'll know in the next coming days as well. We'll have more to chop up, and yeah, it's been a very very successful preseason so far. Well, we just want to look good, look competent, look ready for opening night. Jalen Brunson really been impressive in his 2 hitouts, man. Absolutely on point. D Cool on point. Salute. Let's get it. Nick Yak, we disrespected Mitch on all these chat rooms, like Hartenstein should start. How many threes you want him taking each night? Damn. Yeah, he got to relax on the threes as well. But yeah, he's not going to shoot lights out, every night. Isaiah going to bring that element to the thing, but he's no Mitch, right? He's no Block Ness monster up in here. For real. Yep. Parrish says Tibbs isn't going to let Randall fumble a game anymore. Once he gets tired, yeah, he gets dumb with that. Yeah. That little turnover, that dribble handoff ish with RJ was an issue. Let Indy open the door a little. But yeah, I'm confident that ain't going to happen as much, like Parrish spells out, man. Tom Thibodeau up in here now. Yep. People were disrespecting Mitch. I couldn't understand that. Right. Homegrown, earned the bag, right? Coming in impressive, really impressive. Then the blocks, the conditioning, the positioning, the shooting now from the free throw line. Mitchell Robinson going to play a huge part with this thing, fam, of our D. Make no mistake. Something like all defensive team potential up in here, man, if he stays healthy. No doubts. Deuce got to hit more shots as well to win Tibbs' heart. Yeah, because the defense there as well. Yeah. Shot selection, fam, is big for Deuce. Knowing when to put it up. I like the three he hit when the defender went under the screen. Well, that's what's going to, help him out, get minutes, like you said, for real. Yep. I don't hate on no one either. Tariq says, I just hope Julius keeps playing the right way this season, right? Yep. No doubt. And that's how he repairs his value around this league, fam, as well. And with this coaching staff, with the fans, with Julius, right? It's about just playing your role with Brunson and Star J. Yep. And the Knicks really have a big three with those three, right? I'm not going to lie. If they called John Collins, DeJounte Murray, and Trey Young a big three, then there ain't no reason why Julius, Brunson, and Star J can be a big three, except we got better depth than Atlanta, I feel. I love that series from Obi when he blocked the three, ran the floor, and slammed it on IQ's outlet, right? Facts, Jarvis. I'm just reliving that now. As you mentioned that, man, that's what's going to win Tom Thibodeau's heart. That hustle, but all heart and hustle for Obi Toppin. New York grown, knows what to do, knows what the fans want. He's fleet of foot as well. I just love that part of Obi's game. He gives us mismatches. He helps us run the floor. A big man that we don't have that can run the floor like that, man. It's a mismatch. We saw it when he got like 4 to 6 points consecutively from running the floor well, and Indiana had to call a timeout with that situation. So yeah, we out here balling out and buzzing with this situation. Yep. We here giving Obi his flowers with that. 24 points, shot well from three. Now, I want to focus on that three thing because towards the end of the season, man, we know the talk when Obi hit those 3 threes in a row, 6 threes in a row, back to back. It was against Toronto and against some other team. People were like, "Well, could this be a regular thing? Could Obi really become a shooter? Could he do this consistently? Is it against bad teams? Is it because teams are tanking?" So there was a lot of talk about could this be something real? And I'm here to say I think it's real. I think Obi Toppin's shooting is just going to improve. If he can be a solid a 4 or 5 big man in this league, that just opens up the door for a starting nod with this team, with any other team he ends up on as well. Obi Toppin can be a starter in this league, especially if he's shooting the three ball like that, man. As the Knicks win, put the beat down on Indy, 131, 114 at MSG, highlight reels all over Sports Center, all over social media. It was just a beautiful night for the Knicks with that situation and our draft pick, Leon Rose's very first draft pick, Obi Toppin. He heard the Halliburton buzz with this thing. He heard it, fam. Yep, as I tweeted out, I really feel like Obi brought it, especially for this one, because with Tyrese Halliburton, he was acting a bit of a fool last season or the season before. I think when when the Sacramento Kings beat the Knicks, Halliburton tweeted out that Kermit meme as well. He tweeted out that Kermit meme with that situation. So Obi brought it on this one, and he did his thing. Yeah. I like that he also, kept shooting the threes after he started slow. Bam, yep, absolutely on point. The thing is, Obi, he keeps going back to his heart. He just does it. He doesn't even think. He's an instinctual player. Well, sometimes I think RJ and Julius think too much, but Obi Toppin doesn't think when he's on the court. He's just instinctual. It's like he grabs the ball and he already knows where to go. He already knows where to go and where to be. His cutting is beautiful. Well, it's timely. He knows when to cut, and be just a menace. He's a menace to guard out there for defensive teams. And together with Quickly, it's like a double headache for bench lineups for other teams. Those two together, man, they're connected in more ways than one. You know, chemistry, cerebralness. Those two, they got a synchronization as well with those two in the gym being drafted together as well. Um, just shout outs for that situation, right? Best bench in the league with this situation, man. Best bench. Yeah. So yeah, the conversation with Cam's continuing with that. Like I said, where I stand with that is that Cam is just going to have a chance if he gets that opportunity. He needs to take those minutes and beat out Grimes and beat out Fournier. If he gets that chance and he doesn't, then I'm not mad. That's just on him with this situation. But I'm not judging Cam by tonight. You got to give a player more opportunity, right? The next game, someone else might stink, and Cam looks good. So I don't overreact to one game. I got to see more. I got to see a sample. Um, do I expect it to happen? No, I don't. I don't expect it to happen. Right? I'll be more pleasantly surprised if that does. Yeah, Tariq says Deuce's second year. Look at RJ. No worries on Deuce. He will be fine. He has that Mamba mentality. Remember all the ish people talked about RJ. Yep, with that. Sherwin says CT who will play D for Obi when he is starting. With that, so Sherwin up in the house. Salute. With that situation, I think Obi's improved. Sherwin defensively. Yep, with that. Dirty Halliburton refused to work out for us to go to the Kings. He made his own stupid bed. Right. Yep. I think that's the talk. Yep. Thanks for reminding me, Dirty, on that situation is that, yeah, Halliburton, he didn't want to work out for the Knicks. Right. That's interesting. Yeah, with that. I'm happy with where we're at with that. Let him do his thing with Indy with that. Yeah. See a really good win. I agree with the instinctual part. Just quiet say, yep. Obi does have a feel for where to be. Yep. Definitely, fam. Yep. And you know what I think where that comes from and what helps with that? He was the man on a team in college as well. Any player that has been the man on a team and then also been a role player has only grown their basketball IQ because they can play any role you need, right? There's not many players in the league that were the man in their college team and then they're also, yeah, a bona fide role player for the first 3 seasons of their career as well. So he was the leading scorer for Dayton, for that college team playing the 5. Knew the offense ran through him. He was the man basically, and yeah, I think he learned a lot from that situation. He's not shook. He's not scared of any moment. He's Obi. He's here to do his thing. With that, yep. And he hit those threes, Nick Yak, yep, in rhythm, like without thinking, after missing everything again on the first 3. Yep. Like I say about the end of last season, I didn't think it was no fluke. I think Obi's shooting is coming along. Yep. Do I want him raining threes all the time? No, I don't think that's his game. But man, if he can stretch the floor like he's doing and giving us that kind of production, like tonight, salute for that. Running the floor with that energy. Yep. Can quickly fans admit that McBride can also ball? Right. Yep. McBride can bring it on the defensive side. The offense will come along. I think, fam. I think the offense will come along with that. Yeah, Obi had MSG buzzing, but it's all about the Knicks as well. 2-0. Really, really impressed with different aspects of both games. The first one was more of that comfortable blowout, wire to wire, but tonight was a test for parts of the game. Tibbs had to call some timeouts. He had to get guys in, get them straight. The bench picked us up in many regards, and then they just took off, and made it a blowout. There were some struggles from Jalen Brunson, from Randall at times, from RJ at times, but they played through it. Um, the starters a lot better than they have been last season. Well, that's been the most impressive thing with that. Um, the bench doesn't need to pick us up, all the time like we were last season in a funk. I think the starters come out, hold their own. JB is going to be instrumental to that, and then the bench is just going to take off, man. It's going to get us big leads. It's going to get us buzzing out here and start out strong. Um, so yeah, what I would say is tying into what we've seen for the first two games, fam. I will say, my projection of 45 wins. I'm feeling very comfortable with that. I'm not changing anything up yet. We'll do a bigger breakdown, after we have the whole preseason. Well, and we'll be chopping it up on Monday with Bill Pito. I'll be talking to him about, what we've seen for the first two games, and what has changed. But I'm just feeling really comfortable with this team being a playoff team, play early top play in playoff team, 45 wins. I think we're going to close games out better. I think the depth is going to be key this season. Some nights, some dudes won't have it going. The other night, another dude will have it going, right? Big 15 we hear. IQ plays D to Nick Yak too. Yep. He does play, yep, IQ. I think both of them got different talents with that. I think IQ's offensive game is much better than Deuce, obviously, but Deuce's defense is better as well. Yep. Quickly the better, more rounded player overall as well. And like Dirty Dancer hits on shooting is salute, we back. Salute Knicks Nation, let's get it. And yeah, um, yeah, basically, I want to see Deuce get more minutes in the G League if he's not, in the rotation. We can't have him. We can't have Deuce sitting on the pine DNP CDs. It's not great for his development, or his growth with that situation. So you guys let me know. He was awesome in the G League. Yep, like Dirty says, but he couldn't hit anything in the pros. Yep. Quiet says this game was not a good litmus test. However, the Pacers have no power forwards. Even when Randall being off from three, he could still get a bucket at will. Yep. Yeah, no lies, fam. Keeping it straight. In terms of the Knicks, there's going to be much more tests to come for this. But yeah, it was a good hit out. Good to stay undefeated, and good for some players to show what they can do. With that, I really want to see Julius play under control this season. He doesn't need to force as much, as he used to. Yep. Yeah, absolutely, man. With that, props to Tibbs for how he called the right timeouts. Jarvis, yep, playing more than an eight-man rotation. Keep that up. Well, yep. We've got to give Tibbs his flowers as well so far as well. He's surprised me and impressed me with these minutes distributions, even though it's only two games, even though it's only preseason. Tom Thibodeau's been good for giving situationals minutes, and it's helped that both have been blowouts. Yeah, with that situation. Yeah, yeah. With that, I think Tom Thibodeau. I want to see him do the same. Whether even if we're losing the game, um, just stick to the bench. Yeah, with that, stick to the bench. Give them their minutes. Yep, and shout out to Tibbs for that. Jay Boogie, the closer. in the house. What's good, fam? Yep, you already know what it is. Got Obi buzzing with that banger. Well, had that electricity going on in all of us as well. Salute, salute, salute. 3 capital S's, fam. I got you with that. Well, we opened the show with your Obi banger as well. One of my favorite tracks with that. And it's going to be playing all season long. Best believe it. J Boogie got big things in the works. New album coming out. Of course, Knicks did as well, running heavy online. Well, check that out. J Boogie doing his thing out here. Got Nick Streets buzzing, no doubt. And just keep bringing it, man. Keep bringing it. Well, the garden is going to be lit this season, like we saw tonight. Yeah, Ron from Still Knicks fans doing work. Salute, 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 Ron and John. Appreciate you. Let's get it, guys. Great season ahead. Great content. Keep doing your thing. Well, and plenty more to chop up. Great for everybody when the Knicks streets are buzzing and the Knicks are winning and looking exciting as well. Jalen Brunson has actually impressed me more than I thought he would, do for this team so far in just 2 games. Um, keeping it flowing, keeping the ball moving, running the tempo, running the pace of the team, calmness. But like I said, what we need to see is a real test, like down the stretch of a regular season game, is what we're really going to see this team at work with JB running the point, um, feeding off of Julius with RJ, the Knicks' big three. Well, like I spoke about, if Atlanta big three is Collins, Murray, and Trey, then definitely the Knicks can have their own big three with who we got up in this thing. Salute chat. Let's get it. New Yorker. The Knicks be buzzing, right? Absolutely. MSG on point tonight, fam. Yep. Shout out to Tibbs. Shout out to the bench. And shout out to the Pacers as well for playing gritty D. But the Knicks just staved them off. Yep. Just pushed them off, basically. And we're looking ahead. We got Indy in Indy. Well, that's going to be interesting to see how they come back against this. But the Washington one is the real test for me. That Washington game is something we're really going to be looking at close to the regular season as that last hit out, before we hit the road to Memphis. Yep. And hit Ja Morant as well. Hit him in the mouth as well. And coming out, punch them in the mouth and show the NBA world they need to put respect on the Knicks name, right? We're a big 15 up in there, right? Bong bong, bong bing, all of that good stuff, right? I'm rooting for Deuce, but he was arguably the worst shooter in the league who played regular minutes last season, right? That shot gonna change a lot for Deuce. Well, but it's all about reps too, Dirty Dan. So let him continue to play regular minutes for the G League squad, I think, if he ain't playing. Yep, facts. Salute Knicks fan, Knicks Ron, and John in the house. Yep, let's get it. Boogie, blessings to everyone. Sherwin, and yeah, Ron on point too. Going to start that show tomorrow with Obi as well. Let's get it. Yep, it's the only way. Right, facts. Good minds think alike. Yep. As Nick fans, we're excited about this squad and our young core, and Obi is a huge part of that. Right, that part of this thing. But the starting unit is going to be a hell of a lot better with this thing. We're not going to be down double digits. With 3 minutes in. With that situation. And then the bench unit comes in and they just take over with that. But yeah, we do pump the brakes as well with Hartenstein and that element of that situation. With Isaiah Hartenstein, he didn't have it going tonight. Jericho Sims came in, did their thing. But that's what this squad is all about. That's why you have a roster of this size, and this talent. I thought Jericho Sims really helped change the game in the second quarter as well when the Knicks were down. Hartenstein came off. I'm glad that he gave Sims a chance. Salute to Tibbs for that. And of course, the bench unit ran amok and just ran off with it. Well, so yeah, not really much of a test, to be honest. With the first two games in terms of the squads, we've seen the preseason fixtures schedule coming out, and I just knew that the last game pretty much was the biggest challenge of this thing. Washington. Um, I get that they're trying to ease us in, which I'm fine with, but it's all going to be popping on opening night in Memphis for that situation. We're going to be going from playing, you um, lottery teams and barely play-in team with Washington with the real deal with Memphis. That so we're going to go from Beal to the real deal in Memphis, and it's going to be fun. And then we're back to MSG for the games 2, 3, and 4, I think, of the season. Well, so we're getting close, fam, Knicks Nation. Yeah, here we're getting close. Boogie, I'm so happy with the signing of Brunson. Some of the people that thought he was overpaid, yet they're eating crow right now, and about how he's too small. How you feel? How you feeling? I hope those people issue an apology and give JB his flowers, fam. Is that because that man balling out? He earned every single penny, especially for what he means for this team. I mean, he is the key. He unlocks the lock, fam. He unlocks the door for this team to move ahead. And we're needing that point guard of the past. We know the struggles that the last two seasons, man. It just makes it even more amusing with what we went through with the Alfred Payton heading into the playoff situation, Alec Burks last season, Kemba Walker. I mean, we don't got to deal with that anymore, which is great. Yeah. Hartenstein, Ferron Hunt. Well, I didn't really judge Ferron Hunt as much, but yeah, those guys, Hunt will stay situational. Hartenstein will pick it back up, I think. Yep. At least he brings energy. Um, that's one thing I'm high on with Sims and Hartenstein and Mitch. If they ain't hitting shots and stuff, they're bringing energy. Still, I think if you're going to earn minutes and stay on the floor with Tibbs, you need to bring energy. There's no doubt about it, right? He'll call a timeout like he did. He'll be sick to his stomach and he'll sit you down if you don't bring energy with that. And that's the way Tom Thibodeau needs to be this season. We got a big 15, right? If dudes aren't bringing it, sit down. If you ain't feeling it, sit down. If your shot's not falling, let someone else shoot. That's our identity. That's our strength. This team, this season, our big 15 up in here. Obi can dominate a game and still only get 20 minutes from Tibbs. I hope we see less of that. That'll be a recipe for disgruntledness in the locker room, a recipe for a firing, potentially, fam. Geraldine, appreciate you as always. Appreciate Knicks Nation, the whole chat, Knicks community out here, the best in the biz as well. You already know what's up. Smash the thumbs up and let's get it. Right, I'm buzzing for the next game. We've got a little break and I will talk to Bill Pito on Monday as well. And I will lap up these two victories. Obi Toppin will get his shine. Star J Barrett looked really good in the first two games as well. Very impressive. Like Tariq says, 4 of 7 from 3-point range tonight. Impressive, right? Yeah. The thing is with Obi's shooting, I don't think it's no fluke. Last season, towards the end, I thought it was him getting into a rhythm. Because notice his minutes went up and then the three ball went up against when he hit two games with 6 threes against Toronto. He was getting in a rhythm and it was nice to see with Obi. He just needs to get more of a chance. And we there, man. We there, we buzzing, we popping as well. Yep. Sherwin, also good thoughts on JB. I thought he was overpaid. I thought his D was too bad for that money. I was wrong. He's a tough player. Right? A shout out, salute. Well, there was some fans that weren't as completely sold. Um, Undersized guard for sure, but like Tom Thibodeau, I just think he summed that up beautifully with Brunson. He doesn't look the part, but he is the part. When you're picking teams in the runs in the streets, JB isn't a player that gets picked first, but he has that chip on his shoulder and he's won wherever he's been. With high school, with college, with Villanova, with Dallas, he's been winning with them. It was money well spent for JB, basically, considering all the bad overpays the Knicks have had over the years, and I don't want to bring up names. We already know who they are. In terms of the bad overpays, I mean, it's a complete stark difference to Jalen Brunson because he brings the biggest need that this squad has ever had. With that, he is the key to unlock this thing. Well, I think RJ is going to have his best season. Mitch will have his best season, and Julius Randle, he'll help him become effective. Well, with those guys together as well, learning each other, and he's going to be a headache for the D, an absolute headache. Bonson, salute, salute, salute. Been saying it from day one. Obi is the real deal. Right, salute to you. Salute to the believers out here. The future is bright. Let's go. Right, absolutely. Quickly, Brunson, Barrett, Obi, even Deuce. The future is bright with this thing, right? Yep. Next to Obi and Brunson and Tibbs, RJ has been very, very surprised, pleasantly impressing me with his J, right? With his J, it looked real fluid. He's been putting in work. Yep. Let's get it. Ron, appreciate you. Let's get it. Yep. No doubts as well. Keep it up. And it's fun out here as well. The Knicks community is amazing out here. Some of the best content creators in the world with this thing, right? There's no news cycle like a Knicks news cycle, every minute of every day, something news worthy comes out for the Knicks as well. And it keeps us all on our toes, keeps us buzzing. Well, and it's going to be fun this season. Let's get it. Tariq, you already know what it is. Um, and I'm seeing a lot of fans keep things level headed as well. We're excited for this team, but it's been 2 nice wins. We need to see more from this thing. We need to see tougher opponents coming through, and it's going to be Washington and then opening night as well. I think the next game we got nothing to really prove. We can experiment maybe a bit more. What do you guys think about that? Do you think Tibbs should experiment a little more for the next game? Now that we beat out Indy anyway, maybe we could try a few different things, give the bench more minutes, I think, and then ramp things up against Washington. Yep. Oh, no doubts. I think Obi's role in college helped him a lot, fam. Helped him, be ready for this moment for the Knicks and for a bigger role for this thing, right? Yeah, no doubt. Some bad contracts there for him. I think, man, yeah, Jerome James, Joakim Noah, Curry, that was crazy. Yep, yep. Tariq says to Sherwin, yep, that was you admitting you was wrong about Brunson. Respect. Yep, respect. Yep, great play. Balling out earns respect. Respect from doubters around the league as well. Um, there are some scouts, some talk Mark Berman put out before he left, and there was some scouts saying that they think Jalen Brunson had reached his ceiling. Um, I think that was incorrect for me. I think Jalen Brunson still got some gears to go. Yep, still got some gears to go with that thing. For one, he hasn't become an all-star yet. That's that's the next best thing he's going to tick off. I think with this thing, fam. Manshot Obi's 3-point shot, 39% on threes, his final year in college. Yep, no doubts. Yep, the skill's been there. He just needs the reps, the minutes. Yeah. We surveyed, salute. Is it just me, or does IQ still hold the ball way too long as the backup? Yep, there was some moments. Yep, definitely he can clean that up. No doubts. I think IQ is you could sort of see him overthink things. He's torn between he's so confident he knows he could get a shot, and I think he's real confident he could find someone, and sometimes he just holds the rock too long. Yep, yep. He was raining threes, fam, for Dayton. Be civilized in the house. Salute, salute, Knicks fam. Let's get it. Obi Toppin got the Knicks poppin', the fan base buzzing, and we here. Yeah, it's going to be fun this season. It hasn't changed my projections. We'll, we'll evaluate the preseason at the end of the preseason. But what it's got me doing is feeling good about, 45 wins, 45 wins with this situation minimum. The Knicks obviously got to push the right buttons. Tom Thibodeau got to keep up what he's doing. But this team is on a great path with this situation, and guys learning each other more, familiarizing their games. Well, there's more weapons than we feel, right? And I think we're going to surprise people. We're going to shock people as well, right? The East is going to be a dogfight. It's going to be neck and neck all season long, right? And respect to Indiana, because for a team that was projected to be very bottom, they're going to win some games this season, no doubt. The Indiana Pacers can play gritty, and they're well coached by Carlisle. So um, look for them to try to come back and punch us in the mouth, like Draymond Green punched Jordan Poole in the mouth, and look for us to answer the call, with that situation, and and we'll be popping with that. I love a challenge, but this East, I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all, man. There's teams like uh, Chicago. There's teams like Toronto that the experts, put way above us on paper. The games are here now. Let's play them, and let's show the world, what we can do. Right? I think our defense is going to be very solid with that. Basketball, a young man's game. If your vets aren't putting you in contention, you should be trying to get younger. Right? Some old head Nick fans seem to take it personally when you say play the kids, right? Yeah, yeah. First and foremost, I agree. Everyone got different philosophies with this squad and how to build it as well, which makes this fan base so unique. Um, some of us have been around since the '70s and saw that team, and it's like, no, we want to do it this way. Some of the younger generation seen the follies of the 2000s, and we want to play the young kids as well. One thing's for sure, we see the league go younger, like Kaiser says. Um, Franchises putting more, power into these younger players as well. I think this draft's going to change things a lot again. Victor Wembanyama, Scoot Henderson, right? You all heard Woj say that Victor Wembanyama could add $500 million to a franchise, man, from day one. From the day he's drafted. So that's going to be crazy to see the power coming through. The biggest prospect since LeBron James, arguably even better than LeBron with that. Yep. Facts. Right. Let's not overreact. Like Ron says, it's 82 game season. Well, let Cam, let Hartenstein, let these guys get a chance first consistently. And then if they don't take it, it's up to them. Yep, it's up to them. Yep. The college season is going to be crazy as well. But RJ Barrett's been equally as impressive as Jalen Brunson, right? RJ Barrett looks to be on the ascend. There was no doubting that. Got paid the bag. I think him, Mitch, Brunson have been consistently the most impressive this preseason thus far. And Obi picking up where he left off. I wasn't surprised really tonight. To be honest, it was beautiful to see. But I'm not one of those fans that's surprised by Obi tonight, right? He's shown this before. He's done this. Um, it was just great to see him do it again and then put it together. The 3-point shooting, we know he's been doing it. With Dayton. Tonight it was raining threes, no hesitation. I mean, some of them were real deep. Right. Yep. Jarvis says, CT, I like the fact when certain players aren't doing well, others have stepped up. Yep. great observation too, fam. In terms of that, I like Jericho tonight. He impressed me. Nothing will stand out on the box score, but he brought energy, fam. That's the key to a strong, deep team. If dudes' shots aren't falling or they're tired or they're lackadaisical, Tom Thibodeau can call a timeout and you can say, all right, next man up. And that's what it is, big 15 with this situation, right? Yep. Yep. And speaking of the talent, the game between Wembanyama, Scoot was awesome. Wish we could draft one of them, fam. Yeah, we chopped it up a little earlier in the show, but for everyone that just come through as well, it's absolutely crazy this season and the influence it's going to have on the East and the West and teams looking to go south. And we're going to see tanking of an all-time level, man. There are going to be water boys being pulled up to give minutes, asked to play minutes, 10-day contracts given out. Man, the chat, us, we could line up for a team this season. I think with the race to try to get Victor Wembanyama or Scoot, it's going to be insane, man. Well, 7'5" unicorn out here, popping three balls deep, um, fadeaways, all of that was crazy. Tariq says Hartenstein a backup, not an all-star. He had a good game last week, but let's not say he's our worst player for one game. The whole league says he's good. Just like you said, Ivy wasn't that good, that situation. So, yeah, Hartenstein is here to play his role. I think he's going to need some time. You know, he's going to have a bigger role with us than he did with the Clippers. I know he's really excited to shoot the three ball, and show everybody he could do it. But tonight just showed it's not always going to be there. You know, sometimes he can shoot the three ball, sometimes it's not fallen. But like I said, I do love Hartenstein's energy. Right, that's the bare minimum you can bring, fam. From Sims, Mitch, and Hartenstein is just bring energy, set screens, roll hard, rebound as well. And I like the fact that Hartenstein plays aggressive. You know, also use up your fouls. I know he's foul prone, but he's not going to play 25 minutes. So use up 3 or 4 fouls, 5 fouls. If he needs to, just stick to what he's good at, which is that identity of basically playing aggressive. Like Knicks need players that are aggressive, fam. With that, yeah. And we here out here buzzing, Knicks Nation, man, it feels good. Um, Tell me in the chat what's been the most impressive thing for you so far, and what's been a thing that you would like to see us pick up. Like to see us pick up. The most impressive thing for me is been Brunson, RJ, and Mitch, but also I'll add in Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau in his rotation has surprised me. I thought he would be playing guys 38, 40 minutes. Well, straight out, having guys in there building chemistry. But that's been far from the case with that. As you see the box score there, the minutes distribution for 2 straight games has been insane, um, in terms of spreading it around. Look at the minutes Deuce McBride played. Well, um, Toppin getting the minutes. Yep. Brunson and Barrett not even hitting 30 minutes as well. So imagine what they're going to be doing with 38 minutes a night. And I talked about Brunson's impact. I can expect, I could see him giving us 18 to 22 points and 7 assists a night. Now, if you look, he gave us 4 assists in just 23 minutes. You can give us 6 assists, 7 assists, 18 points, and that's gravy for JB. Yep. We all keeping it buzzing, fam. Let's get it. Dirty says, yeah, RJ shooting has been the most impressive from him. Agree with that. Yep. Ron, the rotations of Tibbs. Yep, completely agree with that. Yep, that's been a pleasant surprise. Yep. But having said that, man, he'll probably revert back for the next 2 games now to 40 minutes and ramp things up. Um, yeah, maybe there's been some nice conversations with Leon and Tibbs and the front office and saying, "Hey, man, what is our what do you see, Tom, as the coach of this team? What do you see as our strengths?" Right, and we'll tell you, right, we got a deep squad. Okay, so what do you want me to do? We want you to play these dudes. We want you to share it around. Well, we got a contract situation with Obi, with Randall, right? We need to be smart about it. We got young legs with IQ, with Deuce. We got an older D Rose. We need to be smart about it. We got backup centers now with Mitch giving the best he can give for 30 minutes. We need to be smart about it with that situation. So it's an 82 game season, right? And we got wings. We got Fournier, Grimes, Cam. Maybe they all get a shot. You know, the Knicks fans have been trying to, divide certain players and put players saying this guy's going to be out with no chance. This guy's going to be the guy. Maybe he surprises us all and plays them, equally, equal opportunity with this thing. That would be a big surprise. Will B. Willis says Hartenstein has been setting the best screens of the team so far. Yep, on the bench, letting IQ get space. Well, that's nice. Yep. All you need is a dollar and a dream to play the lotto. Absolutely. I'm impressed with everything so far, man child. That. Yep. Let's see it continue, man. Tougher opposition coming up with Washington. But, you know, I'm not gonna be upset with a easier, soft preseason schedule, right? Let us build cohesion and chemistry, then we hit the tough stuff. Then we hit Memphis, in Memphis, right? And we'll be ready. We'll be ready for that, confident. David, 100% RJ's free throws so far. Mitch's free throws too, right? Yep. Ron, absolutely. Right. Just as we're praising Tibbs, you know, maybe he reverts back to that. But it has been a surprise, man. I agree with everyone out here. I know most fans are surprised with 2 games now with real even minute distribution, man. I mean, he didn't even let Randall hit 23 minutes. Mitch Robb didn't even hit 20 minutes tonight. That's crazy. Well, and probably, guys, the biggest surprise is Derrick Rose. He played what, 6 minutes the other game, 13 minutes tonight. Not even 15 minutes for D Rose. That's Tom Thibodeau understanding now. Okay, I need to save my guy. I need to save him for when the games count. You know, all of this is just a warm up, basically. Brunson takes charges with his face. Right. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. He's tough. He's built for this. He's JB. Um, but yeah, he actually looked a little overweight, but it might just be his frame. But yeah, he is heavy. He's JB. He's strong. He can move the defender off of him. And that's just a strength of his in terms of being isolating and penetrating with that. Yep. Like Jarvis says, next up, we got Indy away and then on the road. Let's see how our Knicks respond to this thing. Yep. Because it wasn't all smooth sailing tonight. We were tested in the second quarter. We went down. The bench brought some energy. We hit some shots. Yeah, and we eventually worked our way into a comfortable lead. But yeah, I'm not under any illusions. We're still going to be playing around the 40 to 45 wins, I feel, and we're still going to be around that playoff play-in team. But we have that potential to really skyrocket if things click, I think. David says Indy want to come to MSG and blast us. Yep, we keep them struggling on the perimeter. We wipe them. For sure. Look at that. Yep. Don't forget Brunson 9 of 9 from the stripe. Right. Absolutely, fam. The Knicks shot 96%, according to the chat. Gerard Salute gave us that stat early in the show. 96% from the line. It's a nightmare. I could get used to that. That's like Courtney Lee, Chauncey Billups type percentage is 96% from the line, man. Mitchell Robinson, 2 of 2. Incredible. RJ Barrett, 2 of 2. Randall even 6 of 7. And of course, like Jarvis said, Brunson 9 of 9 with that thing, man. That's going to be the difference between winning a lot of games and losing a lot of games, you know. Free throw line, closing games out down the stretch, right? Yep. And we're getting more respect from the refs, I think too. IQ can get fouls, you know, D Rose can get fouls, Brunson gets fouls, Mitch will get fouled. Well, man, we're in a nice position. Damn it. Just sit back, enjoy the ride for this season. It's going to be fun. Knicks plays the teams before them. Doesn't matter what the paces are, right? Yep. We play the teams before them. Yep. That's before them. Yep. We here ready to make an impact with this squad, and dudes out here balling. Let's just salute, give this team their flowers after 2 games. I mean, what more could we have hoped for? What more could we have expected with this thing? As we bring up again to wind down the show, salute to Obi, salute to the Knicks, salute to Jay Boogie. The closer up in here for this banger last season, and it's going to be ringing through all this season. Damn. Yep. You got it buzzing out here with that. Let's get it. Knicks Nation, the streets are buzzing. 2-0 in this preseason. We'll be back at it again. And on Monday, I'll be dropping a show with Bill Pito. Well, it'll be good to get his thoughts, you know, and assess halfway point of this season. But yeah, we're ready. We're ready for this season. We're strapped in as well. Who knows where it leads us as well. But I'm loving this conversation, loving what I'm seeing so far from this team. We're going to get it. We're going to get it, absolutely. We're going to see improvement from the team. We're going to see challenges. We're going to see growth. We're going to see exciting ball. We finally got a great deep squad with a point guard now. Young players on the come up. We're in a nice position. A huge draft, this situation. So yeah, Knicks Nation, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm ready. And I know you are too. Strapped in. Jay Boogie, salute King. Dax, salute kings and queens in the chat. Knicks Nation, keeping this thing buzzing as well. You guys are the best, no doubt about it. And yeah, a lot of opinions are floating around, you know, over the Knicks off season, but things look good. Things look good so far. We're on the right track with that. Peace to all. Peace, prosperity. Man-child, appreciate you. Let's get it. Been a great night, great show. Well, shout out to all the Knick content creators out here as well. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great conversations had. We've got to be buzzing. Well, yep, a lot of what could have beens. Damn, dodged hollow tips with Spider. We nasty up in here. Yep. The more reps our kids get, the more they will improve. On the money again. Fire coming through. Be civilized. Let's get it on the next one. Kaiser Soze. Salute. Be well. Yep. Great energy. Yep. Let's get it. Jarvis. Good show. Appreciate you. This is the outro quiet. Let's get it. I've switched up some format. But yeah, let's see how it goes, fam. And let's get it. Be well, man. We ready? Smash that like. Let's get it. With Brunson, easily 10 games better. With that, yep. But let's not discount the improvement from within. From Obi, Quick, RJ, Mitch, everyone. Well, their story's not written yet. Well, there's a whole season of games to play. Whole season of games to play. Let them be the master of their fate with this thing. I just hope, yeah, Tom Thibodeau can continue to even it out and let guys give it their best and see where it falls, you know, with that. Yep. Peace and blessings, Jarvis. You already know, one game at a time. Let's go. Yep. Salute Tariq. Yep. Smart conversation. Let's get it. Smash the thumbs up like you know what's up. And we out. Peace.